Hey guys, it's Jess, and today I'm going to start my Pidge project. So this should be interesting. As you can see, I am sitting on my floor, and I'm using a different thing to film than I usually would. So this should be interesting. I've never filmed on my camera, which is weird. I usually just take pictures of it. So here we go. So I'm not going to be filming everything that I do because that's going to take a lot of time because I've never done this before and I don't have a actual specific thing. I have to make it I'm doing everything except for the original sweater. I'm just going to add on to this. And actually my fabrics that we got last night, which I'm actually pretty proud of. They're like the perfect colors. They're probably going to be a different color on camera, but these are like the perfect Pidge colors. So as you can see, I have way more green. But I don't think this will be too difficult, but I'm also terrible at sewing. So yeah, I will be filming some of the things I do, like trying to draw out. Once I figure out how to draw the stencil, I'll probably start filming more. So yeah. So I'm actually going to start by cutting off the little tight parts at the end because the sweater that I got has this, which will make it a lot harder. So I'm going to just cut that off. So yeah, that's the first thing I'm doing, and then I will start stenciling. Okay, so I've cut off these parts of the sleeves and the bottom. And the sleeves are still too long, so I had to cut off even more of the sleeves, and it still comes down to here. So, but I think that's good. I'm probably going to look up pictures of Pidge, and I'll probably adjust so that I can get the right length. But so far so good. I'm now going to start getting this part, and where she has the little trapezoid part, I'm actually going to turn that into an actual pocket. Because if I'm going to wear this, I'm going to want a pocket on it. So that's what I'm about to start doing. So hey guys, so continuing on with the Pidge. So I just spent like an hour trying to make a template just for the bottom section, and this is what I've come up with. So this part is going to be folded underneath to make sure that the seams look nice, and this is how thick the band is going to be at the bottom of her. Sorry, I'm watching The Flash while I'm doing this. Just fucking buried, dear lord. So this is going to be the band that's shown at the bottom, and that's going to be folded under. And yeah, I'm using wax paper, by the way, because we forgot to pick up, I don't remember what it's called. Yeah, so we forgot to pick up that, so I'm using wax paper, and I just spent like 10 minutes just trying to find these pins to pin it down, and I'm using electric tape because it keeps breaking. So this is certainly an interesting project, but so far so good. So I'm probably about to cut this out, and we'll see how it goes from there. So I've just cut it out, and I'm about to start working on the pocket area, making that. This was actually really easy to cut out. Like, I did it so quickly, and but now I just have this giant thing of green. It's kind of really soft. I'm just using it as a blanket. I don't know why it's really hot in here, but it's really soft. No, it did not fucking happen. No! No! It did not. Like, oh my god. Oh! Fucking hell! I don't like this one! You don't like that! Oh! We'll just fucking watch the episode until someone fucking died. Yes, enjoy. So, I cut it out and pinned it down, and I think it's gonna work really well. Also, shit just happened on the flash, and I'm dying. Dear freaking. Yeah, fandom life. So, I'm gonna cut this out, and then I'm going to start working on the sleeves. So, yep. So I have to make the sleeves even shorter because they're only supposed to come to her wrists. As you can see in this picture that I'm going off of for the upper half. See if I can find any better ones. So I'm gonna have to do that. I don't want to make it any shorter because I like having long sleeves that cover my hands. I don't know why, they're super comfortable. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do that now. So I have cut out the things, and it's actually an interesting way that I figured out how wide I wanted these to be. I actually used, hold on, where is it? I think, am I sitting on it? Oh, I was sitting on it. The waistband from the sweatshirt that I'm currently wearing, and it actually made a really nice size. I've actually been using it to help with the size of certain things. So this is very helpful. It's funny because I've been watching The Flash. I think one day when I'm working on all this, I'm gonna do a live stream so that y'all can see me screeching at whatever show I'm watching, and y'all can see how freaking stupid I am. Because like, I had a black Sharpie earlier and I couldn't find it. I spent like 10 minutes trying to figure out where it was. So now I'm using blue Sharpie. I also spent 10 minutes trying to find my pencil, only to realize I was holding it. So yeah, one day maybe I'll do a live stream and y'all can see how stupid I am. So yeah. Continuing on, I'm probably going to start, I don't know what I'm going to do next. I think I'm going to try and do the collar thing. This is going to turn out interestingly. So yeah. Great, you got fucking Barry Allen with his stupid ass. Okay, so, Supergirl. Okay, anyways, so, I cut out what will be the collar, which is these two pieces right here. I had to use the same one, so I just moved it over after I cut this one out. And it looks like it's gonna work really well. Like, I just kind of wrapped around when I colored it up. I think it's gonna work pretty well. So yeah, I'm watching Supergirl while doing this because I finished The Flash. That's all I have to say about that. So it looks like now I have to work on this part. As you can see, I'm wearing the jacket right now because it's really soft. So yes. So now I'm gonna figure out the top and the sleeves. I think this is gonna be the hardest part. So yeah, check back when I figure that out. So I started looking at it. This is gonna be hard because I have to make this green, but then I have to make it to where the shoulder isn't gonna crease weirdly when I move my arms. But this is a pretty, I think this fabric will work well for this. But this is gonna be interesting. I'm thinking of maybe also cutting off the collar so that I can make it wider for the little thing right here. I don't know what that's called. And when you look at the picture, I don't know if you can see it though. There you go. It's like comes around. So I'm gonna have to like round it out a little bit. And I think I have some measurements that I need to do. I think I need to actually maybe look some things up for once. I haven't done that yet. I've just been kind of going based off what little sewing skills I have. So yeah, that's the update for now. So yeah. Hey, so turns out I have been just pinning and drawing and doing that for 5 hours. What the heck? Like, my mom just called me to ask if I'd asked one of my friends if they could hang out, because I wanted to have a sleepover. And I was like, no, it's only like 2. Turns out it's 4:15. I've been doing this since I got up around 11. So, yeah, that's my day. So I guess I'll be updating probably maybe tomorrow If not, it'll be 2 weeks before I get back to this, because I have a UGA guard camp and then dance camp for guard. I hate dancing, so that's gonna be a nightmare. So, whoops. So I just spent about 20 minutes just staring at this before I did the markings, and a picture that I have over here, which you can't see. And so I kind of made like this, and I think this drawing looks better, so I'm going to fold it in half and then draw it on this side, because that side does not look good, it's just a line. This side has a curve and then a line, which I think is more accurate to what it looks like. But I still don't know how I'm going to do the sleeves. I'm going to have to talk to my mom about that, see if she knows anything. If she doesn't, it's going to be the internet that I'm going to have to search. But so far, I think I'm doing pretty good. The back will be a lot easier because it's just going to be it's just going to be completely green on the back. I don't have to try and do this and then get the black and the orange and all that other shit. So yeah, so far, so good. I have a lot of orange left over that I know I'm not going to use. So, and maybe I'll do a random project with that. Maybe I'll make it into a pillow. I don't know. We'll find out. Hey, so I'm back. Ready to start learning how to make a sleeve. Because that's what I have to do next. Also, I got gummy bears. They have little bow ties on them. I don't know if you can see it yet. Look, it has a little bow tie. It's so freaking cute. So my mom just called me into her room to show me something called a baby meatloaf, and it's a meatloaf in the shape of a baby, and it's really creepy. What the heck? Also, now my dog's going crazy. Oh, I bet my friend's here, so bye. Hey guys, so I have made thing for the sleeves. And all I have to do is flip it over to create the other sleeve, and I have cut them out, and they're currently in my closet. Also, I re-dyed my hair. And yes, I am wearing the same thing from yesterday, because I started this yesterday on Friday, and it is now Saturday, because that's how weeks work. And I just never changed. Yeah. Also, yeah, purple hair now. Looks sincerely better. I will not be able to work on this for another like 2 weeks. I think I've explained because of guard. So there's that. Also, catching up with Supergirl still. I've also created the front and the back of the sweatshirt, except something is weird with the collar, so I'm about to cut it off and see if I can figure it out. So yeah, bye. So I have cut out the back and the front, and I gave myself a crap ton of extra fabric because, let's be honest, I'm probably gonna mess this up, but I think I have enough extra fabric. I mean, I have a lot. Like, I folded it in half and I still have like half of it, so I should be good. But yeah, that's where I am. So I pinned the collar. I had to do a little adjustment in the back. I didn't make it quite big enough, but I'm pretty happy right now. So I think this is going really good. Yep. Okay, so I have pinned on the sleeves, which I actually had to make slightly bigger because I didn't account for the fact that I was going to be wrapping it around other material. So I did the other side. I've pinned on the bottom, and it's a little uneven right here, which I'm going to fix when I sew it under like that to make the edge look nice. You know, I pinned some to the inside so that the bottom will look nice and clean. And did the same thing with these. Ow, I just stabbed myself. Catching up Supernatural. And yeah, I'm about to sew on the pocket. Pinned this on these shoulder parts, and I think when I come back in 2 weeks I will pin on the big pieces. That's not pinned on yet. I'm gonna sew it and then pin it on. But yeah, catching up on Supernatural. Alright, so I'm downstairs with the sewing machine that is a piece of shit, and I'm not excited. I have my green thread set up, and I'm going to start by sewing the neck. Alright, made the first stitch. This thread color is perfect, so that's nice. You can't even see it. And about to continue on. I'm going to figure out how to make this work because, yeah, so far, so good. A few little tweaks to the sewing machine, but it seems to be running pretty well, which is nice. Catching up with Supernatural is also awesome, so yeah. It's breaking. It was going so well, and now it's just like, nope. So, this might take a bit longer than I had hoped. But still watching it Supernatural, so at least I got that. Oh look, it's my puppy. Reggie, say hi. Say hi. Oh, it's not focusing. Oh, it doesn't want to focus, but yeah, that can't help. I don't know. I just spent half an episode of Supernatural taking out all the stitches that had already been made, and about to see if it's gonna work this time. Woo. So I started sewing this, and then I had to start over. I had to pull out all the thread just right here, and now I'm starting over. This is very annoying because the stupid sewing machine keeps breaking. Also, I have Pringles now. Damn it. Thought it was gonna start working today, and I was wrong. Look at this. I don't even know how to stop this from happening. It honestly, this thing's like 40, this thing's like 30 years old. I need a new sewing machine. Sewing machines are expensive though, like, bruh. So yeah. Update. I'm almost done sewing around here. It's still going a little iffy, but it's going better than earlier. Oh yeah, I got some juice, and if you want to realize how big this is, it's the size of my face. Look at this thing, it's fucking huge. So yeah, I have juice now. Also, I stabbed myself bad enough to need a band-aid, and it really hurt. So, whoops. But, yep. So, finished sewing it. The front looks pretty nice, I think. The back, not so much. But you know what? It's my first time sewing something like this. And, you know, I had to add some extra pieces. So, for what it is, I think I did a pretty good job. If anything else, I'll just grow my hair out a little bit. Cover the back. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I don't know what I'm gonna sew next, so yeah. So I started sewing the inside of this, the cuff. Don't know which cuff, just one of the cuffs. And I pinned it back together. It looks very nice. And so then I'm gonna have to fold that under, attempt to sew that. So yeah, I'm probably gonna sew the inside of the other one. So I was just like randomly stabbing needles into this. I made a little pincushion out of extra fabric. So yeah, still catching up on Supernatural. Sewing machine is doing better. So hopefully this time I fixed it. Who knows? So I have now sewed the inside of the other one, and I think it looks a bit nicer. I honestly cannot tell. I got bored, so now I'm watching Markiplier. Still drinking some juice, and I don't know what I'm gonna do next. I really should have planned ahead better. Whoops. This freaking thing. Oh, there it goes. Holy shit, I don't know what I did. It was broken up until now. So the sewing machine is not sewing again. So we're almost gonna go and see if there's a decent price one at Walmart. So hopefully I will be able to finish this much quicker with much less frustration soon. Who knows?